Remember the wild days of BMX bikes, Aussie surf vibes, and goofy cartoon villains? Then you gotta check out BMX Bandits, the cult classic Aussie movie from 1984. This isn't just any old kids flick, it's like The Goonies, but down under, and with way cooler bikes. Picture Sydney's beaches, slapstick chases, and more spray-on hairdos than you'd ever admit to your friends. Oh, and did we mention a 16-year-old Nicole Kidman, wild curls and all, in her first ever big movie role? Here's the gist. Two BMX-obsessed teens, PJ and Goose, crash their bikes trying to look cool and basically ruin Judy's, that's Kidman, trolley collecting gig at the local mall. Broke and in need of new rides, they end up digging for cockles on Goose's dad's boat, but instead stumble across a box of stolen cop radios. Whoops, turns out there's a bunch of bank robbers who want their walkie-talkies back because they need them for their next heist. Naturally, the kids grab the radios, sell them to their BMX crew, and next thing you know, the city is crawling with masked baddies, chasing kids on bikes. What follows is straight-up mayhem. The cast absolutely rules. Nicole Kidman is all nerves and curly hair, figuring out her BMX moves as she goes. Angelo D'Angelo and James Lugton play PJ and Goose. They're classic goofs, but with loads of heart. Some fun behind-the-scenes bits. The film was almost about 9-year-olds in Melbourne before the action moved to Sydney's surfside suburbs. Better for bike stunts, obviously. The director, Brian Trenchard Smith, is famous for saying, "Let's put BMX bikes where bikes do not belong." If you spot bikes racing through cemeteries or down water slides, that's his style. Back in the day, critics thought it was kind of cheesy, but BMX Bandits ended up as a total cult favourite, especially when Quentin Tarantino called it Australia's The Goonies. Kidman has joked about the hideous outfits, but she's admitted the whole thing was a blast. The soundtrack is pure 80s magic, peppy synths and bouncy pop. There's a 4K restoration now, so you can see every wild stunt and perm in glorious HD. It's on DVD, sometimes streaming, and Blu-ray if you're a collector. So if you grew up with a dusty BMX in the garage, or you just love a bonkers adventure, BMX Bandits is like pure nostalgia on wheels. Grab the 4K, crank up the volume, and get ready for a totally rad ride. Want to know more about BMX Bandits? Check out our companion article, 10 Things to Know About BMX Bandits on Movies of the On Vocal. Link in the description. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s on Substack for 80s movie history stories and reviews. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s here on YouTube for daily movie profiles.